So now I'm going to have the ear, block in the ear. Right? So this stage is going to be the drawing phase, just drawing of the head, the chin, the jawline, right? Forehead. So we see how women tend to have a rounder forehead, right? Smoother passage in here. The brow ridge is not going to be super marked, just barely visible. And then, or anyway, soft, soft passages. The zygomatic bone, the cheeks, position of the nose, more or less, more or less at the lower third one. Lips, considering also the curvature of the upper lip and the lower lip that have to go around the teeth, right? And I want this to be in correspondence of, I want to keep in mind where the center of the face is, because my mouth, the mouth of the model is going to be centered on that, right? So when I draw the lips, I want to imagine that this portion here will move that way, right? Will move away because it has to go curved, moving away from me because it turns over the teeth. This portion here, because I see it more directly, is going to face me more directly, so I see more of this, right? And then the lower lip. So when I draw the lips, I want to consider now. So drawing a figure in 3/4 is a little bit more difficult, right? Because I don't have the symmetry that I have with a front view. So this half in here is going to be different from that half. So it's going to be a little bit trickier, and I also have to be more careful in showing the turning of the form. No, there's don't turn away from here, which is going to be turning faster away from me on this side and a little bit more slowly on this side in here. So now as I draw the eyebrows, okay, I want to make sure that the angle that I have typically at the eyebrows in here corresponds to the passage from the side plane to the front plane, more or less, right? Then I coming down, just blocking it in just as a barely visible structural marks, right? Now this is going to be over the upper margin of the orbit on the brow ridge, coming down like this, and I'm going to have this change of angle in here, which will correspond to the side of the orbit, the lower margin, and then down, coming down like this. I'm going to have passage from the side plane to the front plane and gently curving toward the chin, right? So eyes, when I block in the eyes, it's easier if I first block in the, a ball. It doesn't have to be like the whole eyeball, it's going to be really big, but more or less the size of the pupil, all slightly bigger, because that way I can have an idea if they are centered properly. If they are, then I can block in the eyelids, around it, thinking that, remember,